saying? They got a mouthful of water like Catalina. I be sipping that drink like I'm Justin Bieber. That with the smart, it's when I me. Eat it like a king, told the check please. I can grab the Escalade V or the vet key. Deep in that water, high nigga jet ski. I ride my wave on 'em. I'm making plays on them. Put my foot on their neck and it stay on them. You want problems, I'll put it in the bay on them. It's automated when the compensated, I'ma get it cracking in the so what's up, Lil?
Say that you want it, make sure you for sure. My shooters say on it, they ready to go.
Go get you walking with the ratchet, I'ma let them have it, that's it. Run out of luck, Lil.
Don't need no practice, I'm up in the scope. I jump off the top rope, think the mattress been broke. Cup muddy, clutching on a big Glock, reaching for my neck, that's the quickest way to get shot.
Beat them up, left them with scratches like hip hop. Slapping my pockets, left them with a big knife.
What a drink, man, gotta go and make a pitch stop. $250,000 when it's spun on the wristwatch.
Got her ass over like a book, I'm finna ride it in. I ain't talking football, but you got a tight end. This is good, like a fat bitch with small pants, deep bust.
I'm hit it hard, make the bitch keep cussing. I ain't got time to do shit, I'm hustling. He don't wanna really bump heads, he bluff. He sad, can't beat me in nothing. He asked to go to sleep, it won't be on my country. Wait, OT to a whole nother country.
Yeah, buddy, roll it like a big shot. Escalade, tuned up, NASCAR pit stop. Diamonds in my mouth, I don't even need a wristwatch saying that you got it. You can fuck around and get got it. Stretching lean out like a ballerina. I be looking for money like how you saying. They got a mouthful of water like Catalina. I be sipping that drink like I'm Justin Bieber. That with the smart, it's when I sex me. Eat it like a king, told the check please. I can grab the Escalade V or the vet key. Deep in that water, high nigga jet ski. I ride my wave on 'em. Make plays on them, put my foot on their neck and it stay on them. You want problems, I'll put in the bay on them.
Codeine is floating up out of my, floating up out of my. She wanna suck me inside the arena. Louis V denim came straight from the clean. Double D's on the cutter, she sing like Selena. I walked to the plug and then drove back to noon. Running from the laws got me barking the engine can't catch me. I'm dogging a demon. Drip with the gangsters that's plotting and scheming. Just bought a paint, got me honestly fiending. Really woke up in the mansion, cartoons on the ceiling worth millions. Bro thought I was dreaming. Raised with the O's, we poking, we lean. Dope my cup, cost the LV beam. Spent whatever I wish, she genie. She tryna hot my dog, eat wing. Better have my money on time. Yeah, shawty, she a 10, but the looks ain't getting her down. Put a chopper on his head, face recline. Streaming this Cox and nine. Fat booty, a legs to sky. Stand on the business, adjust the tie. Stick with a dot, lowercase I. Can't never paint, see, stay fair pie. Why you don't mess with Texas? Our guns legal, get shot for this necklace. Cow in boot, kick his undressed. Let her bring pounds to the bar and she special. Traded my pickup truck for a Tesla. 3 bar flies on my highest trifecta. Finna pop on the white girl, Brock Lesnar. Barbecue lobster with the cayenne pepper. Ooh. Welcome to Texas.
Yeah, buddy, roll it like a big shot. Escalade, tuned up, NASCAR pit stop. Diamonds in my mouth, I don't even need a wristwatch saying that you got it. You can fuck around and get got it. Stretching lean out like a ballerina. I be looking for money like how you saying. They got a mouthful of water like Catalina. I be sipping that drink like I'm Justin Bieber. That smart, it's when I sex me. Eat it like a king, told the check please. I can grab the Escalade V or the vet key. Deep in that water, high nigga jet ski. I ride my wave on 'em. I'm making plays on them, put my foot on their neck and it stay on them. You want problems, I'll put it in the bay on them.
What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another live stream. It's Power Hour, 3 p.m. Eastern, here on Tuesday, August 12th. Let's run it. Before we jump onto the charts, for some reason, my site is not loading up the main thing where it says trading's risky, most traders do lose money. But I'll tell you, trading's risky, most traders do lose money. Make sure you read the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Do your own research, make your own trading decisions. I'm just an idiot here yapping on YouTube for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top 1 Futures, Code RDF, Bookmap, and others. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. Charts look good. We've got NQ loaded up here on the 1 minute. We're going to see if we can't get some scalping rolling. But first, I'm going to tell you guys about the trash afternoon I had. What's up, y'all? What's up? I see we got some people hopping on. I'll give everybody a minute. We'll take a look at this. Take a look at this market together. See if we can't get some scalping in, make some shmoney. But I'm going to tell you guys about burning a couple accounts. Unfortunately, that's the transparency that you're going to get from me. Hang tight, guys. Want to make sure we have this loaded up. Power Hour. Are we live on X also? Are we running on X? Let's see. Nice, we're running on X. What's up, X? So, here's how my day went. Started out the morning with you guys. Ended a little bit red, scalping NQ. Told you guys this morning, unfortunately, that I wasn't running my my normal morning stream because I had to go to my second funeral of the week. Grateful that it's not, immediate family, to my immediate family, but still heavy stuff. This one was a young person, and it was definitely super heavy. Friends there and that type of stuff. So what did I do? As soon as I got back, hopped immediately on the charts. Obviously not in a solid headspace, right? Not fully focused at all. And a little bit anxious that I had missed out on the morning session, and the market moved quite a bit after the open, right? Complete disregard for risk management, something that really hasn't happened to me in quite a while. I wouldn't say crazy tilt where you're just YOLOing stuff back and forth, but it resulted in me burning 50K, two 50K accounts with top one. One that was the main one that I wrapped up, one that was at its high watermark, close to a payout, close to being eligible for a payout, but starting to scale, less than $1,000 away. Not the end of the world, being that, luckily the 50K account's not a big, heavy loss for me dollar-wise, but definitely not treating trading with respect, right? Not being a good risk manager, not taking it slowly, waiting for your trades to come, and really just, taking an L and then continuing to run stuff into the ground. So I like to hop on here and talk about the reality of my trading, and usually I'm pretty happy with it, pretty solid. I find myself to be a really disciplined trader. I definitely could not call myself that today. So it's unfortunate. It's not an excuse, but I think for two reasons, I made a video about it right after it happened, but for two reasons I want to talk about it. One, for transparency, just to kind of tell you guys, hey, I'm hopping on with a fresh 50K, right? It's just the unfortunate reality. And two, as, hey, learn from my mistakes, right? I don't think it's a coincidence at all that after I had to go to my second funeral of the week and missed out, on a morning session, and I'm, feeling a type of way, that I ran an account into the ground, right? It's just not a coincidence, right? There's something there, and it's being not focused. It's having your mindset, your psychology being way off. And, if you can't control yourself and self-regulate, which I did not do today, you got to tell yourself you have no business being on the charts. You don't deserve to get on the charts right now. You're not going to trade well. You're not going to do anything but damage. Maybe you get lucky, but for the most part, we have another risk out here. And if you're going to be a good risk manager, you have to look at that stuff outside of just risk per trade and risk per day. So that's how my afternoon went. Not super solid. I don't always talk about my trading outside of the charts, but this one was a stark reminder, unfortunately, to say you have to look at yourself outside of the charts, right? Outside of just having time to hop on. Are you tired? Are you hungover? Are you having an argument with a loved one? Are you stressed out, from work outside of the charts, or, just whatever it is? Are you just getting back from a really heavy, experience? Maybe you don't hop on the charts. Maybe you're not going to be in a great spot to trade. Maybe you're not going to be able to handle that L well and continue on. So that's my transparency for today. Don't love talking about it. No excuses, play like a champion, but I could see a cause and effect. Usually I can identify that type of stuff. And I would encourage you guys to be cautious around times where you feel you're not going to be 100%. From a mindset and psychology perspective, right? Because the market's going to do whatever the market's going to do. You're going to take wins, you're going to take losses. That's going to be, it's ever-changing, dynamic, constant. You are the variable, right? And your mindset and psychology especially are the variable. And today, I was too confident, disregarded what was going on in my life outside of the charts and around the charts. And it was definitely a reminder that you're not immune to your mindset, your psychology not being on point, and that risk factor, can lead to ugly trading and just needlessly, burning a few $100 by way of losing accounts. So that was my afternoon. Want to talk about it and be transparent about that. Not super stoked on it, but is what it is. Didn't touch the 7-pack of straight to funded Sim Pros. I have the 150K that is the 150K, not the 150K, the 150K that I had taken a payout from. And now I've got the reset button hit on 2 of them. So that's where I'm at. Happy to let you guys know when I have a trash day. And had a trash week of trading. Traded well, but just a tough week of trading. Today is one of the first times in a long time where I could say I traded very poorly. And it's not an excuse for what's going on outside of the charts, but a serious reminder to say, hey, how am I doing? How's my mindset and psychology, right? I'm pretty locked in, was not locked in today, and that immediately translated on the charts right away. So anyway, had some time. Now back on it with you guys. Got the 50K. We're going to see if we can't keep it disciplined. Wait for some scalpy style trades. I take a couple L's. I'm going to wrap it up and call it a day, right? We take a couple W's. We'll wrap it up and call it a day, right? But what we won't do is just needlessly run accounts into the ground, because we're not focused and we have this F it attitude, right? That type of deal. So, and again, maybe you're not, dealing with anything as severe, but I think small stuff, right? Just being overtired, getting into an argument, just being overstressed is a major risk factor, that type of stuff. So anyway, what's up, chat? Wanted to jump right on and yap about it, but that's it. I'll have a little video about it. Really the same stuff, 5 minutes that I just talked about, because I think it can be helpful. Learn from the W's, but definitely learn from the L's. Nobody loves to talk about the L's. I'll talk about them. I'll tell you guys about them. So anyway, not to be a buzzkill, but that was my my afternoon. So happy to talk about it. Quinn, what's up, bro? I see prop firm giveaways. I joined. We're gonna run prop firm giveaways. Don't worry. We're gonna run a duck race. We'll have some fun at the end. Hope your ducks are in a row and healthy. Good afternoon. Yellow, everyone. Happens to the best of us. Yep. Sorry to hear. Yeah, no, all good. Market was good today. Send it, man. Not many will openly declare when they have a moment of weakness. It's actually a strength to face it, not hide it. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, nobody likes to talk about this stuff, right? And I trade live all day, right? So you'll see wins and W's. Anything that happens off the charts, it's always just hearsay. But I think I'm one of the few that will also have L's on the charts. But I'll tell you off the charts if something is somewhat important enough to talk about, right? Like that. I'll tell you about it, right? I'll try to talk about it. So, that's, I'll lose accounts normally, just normal losses, right? By way of just a losing streak or whatever it is. But that today, specifically what we're talking about, I think could be helpful. So anyway, yeah, facts after, range arguments with the wife, not enough, reset account killers. Yeah, dude. 100%. What's up, Carlos? Zach, let's get it. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you hopping back on. It's Power Hour. That was my transparency. Now we're going to lock in. We're going to see if we can't find some setups, or at least patiently wait for our setups to come. We are chopping here. I was really wanted to kind of just talk about that first before I started to get focused up. We're chopping here with the high end of this range, right around this this kind of high volume node. I'm going to look to trade this back and forth if we can. We've had a gnarly bullish day pushing all the way through. If we look at the 15-minute chart, all the way through highs, we are trading 23,908 here in NQ. Big bullish move. Do we get a big reversion? Do we continue to push to the upside? I really don't care. I'm going to look to trade this off of the 1-minute chart. So far, I'm looking for a buy towards the bottom end of this range right here to get this session started with you guys. There's a little bit of 905. I wouldn't mind for that to get filled. Maybe we have to dip right down here. If we do, I only want to lose on the breakout. Right? That's my thought here. Ooh, now I'm going to wait a second for the 900s. Maybe. Looking for a buy here, guys, for a move right back into that 913s. Just want to be a little bit cautious if we can dip lower. Got a little bit of buyers here. Do we start to wick right back up? Yeah, I'm going to wait for these 900s. Right here, guys. That's what I'm looking at long. Starting to bounce on this one right off the rip. We had a little bit more here. A little bit more. We got some with the 902s. Looking at liquidity on Bookmap. My favorite order flow tool. Was looking at this level to get taken. Just a little bit dip lower. We were coming through a few levels here. These 900s look pretty tasty for a little long setup. Potentially a move back through this area of low volume on the candlestick chart. But looks like we're going to bounce. We're going to bounce off the 902-ish area. That's first trade setup. Looking for a quick scalpy style trade. I'd prefer to be long here rather than short, just based on the market movement for the day. But I don't know. Don't know if I'm going to get this movement. But again, see a bunch of people hopped on. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out into this afternoon session, Power Hour, on a not so great trading day for me off the lives, but we're gonna get after it here for Power Hour. We'll take a couple wins, take a couple L's. We'll do what we got to do. Yeah, I wanted the 900s for this long, just a little bit more into the middle ground of this high volume node, right? If I'm looking on the 1 minute, just zoomed in, zoomed out for a move right back up to the 13s. But this might be all we have to do. A wick down below this level before a pop back up. Yeah, looks like unfortunately that's the movement. Getting in long right down here would have been pretty sweet. 902s. We'll see if we get it. We'll see if we dip down here one more time. I'm going to look long on it. What's up? What's up, Money Reaper, Alan? So what? Mill, Dr. Rock, what's going on? Sharky, hit my DLL, then practice account. Big W. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? I have a top 1 trader account. Top 1 futures or top 1 trader? How do you get around the tick scalping rule? Is this top 1 trader or top 1 futures? Because I'm here with top 1 futures trading the futures market. We are looking at NQ in the futures market, my friend. Top 1 trader also has a top 1 trader is the CFD and Forex side. Queen, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? Damn, yeah, this looks like the bounce. I was looking for a long off of this area. Big round psychological number, pretty obvious. 23,900s here for a retest. We consolidated here quite a bit. I was looking to get involved for a move back up towards the 13s. Quick movement. Wouldn't have even really needed the 13s off of that. But looks like we're getting the bounce right after a sweep of this low. This is going to put me in a little bit dicier of a position than I'd like to be. I'd like to be looking for longs on this. Even for rangy, scalpy style trades, I'd prefer to be long on a really aggressive push to the upside day. An all-time high day rather than short and all-time highs. Let's see what we get up here. 912s, 97, 916.5s have liquidity, 920s. We'll have to see. But along with that, like Quinn asked about, we got accounts to get given away on this stream. We'll finish off Power Hour running some duck races. We'll give away some top 1 futures accounts. That will be the game plan. Top 1 trader, Forex, gold, 50K instant funded. The rules must be different. Yeah, rules are different. Yeah, top 1 trader, top 1 futures, same company, right? Top 1 trader rolled out first years ago. They've been in business for a while. I think probably 2 or 3 years. But they are different. Top 1 futures, if you want to check it out. Oh, wow. I didn't even throw the link in there. If you want to check it out, here is the link. You have a 10-second minimum hold time rule. 10-second minimum hold time rule with top 1 futures. Duck race, yeah, we're running the duck race later. I've been using volume profile, and price loves being at that point of control. Yeah, oh yeah. Yep, visible range volume profile. Nice high volume nodes, right? Typically to and from are nice trades. But we are talking top 1, and I wanted to throw this out there as well because it's coming to an end, chat. This deal ends on Thursday this week. It doesn't even last to the weekend. Boom, this bad boy right here. End of summer sale, 55% off with code RDF is ending on Thursday. Don't say your boy didn't warn you. Last chance if you want to check it out. Today's Tuesday. It's ending on Thursday. Code RDF, 55% off. All accounts. The instant funded accounts with end-of-day trailing drawdown, the challenge accounts, the straight-to-funded pro accounts, everything 55% off. Link is in chat if you want to check that out. Let's see. What's up, FreezeX? What's up, Neo? What's up, boys and girls over there on Kick? Appreciate you being here. Was looking long off of this bad boy. Close. 2.25 points off my entry. And, yeah, right back up to those 13s. This is exactly was the move that I was looking for. Now, is this of the, the little bit higher time frame pullback into this area and we start to, come back above these highs? I think we might. A short up here on another day could be in store. We just filled the 14s. I think the 20s are what I would look for a short. So much so that I think I'm going to throw a limit order up there. We got 65 at the 20s. I'm gonna look for a short above these highs, guys. About 5 points higher here. That's what I'm looking for right there. I'm gonna throw a limit sell on there. I usually don't, just in case we rip through it with like a Trump tweet or something. Ooh, we had quite a bit come on at the 17s. Uh-oh. Looking for about 60 some odd orders to be filled. 68 orders, 69 orders to be filled right there at the 23.920s. 23.925s have some at it. That could be a problem, but my stop loss will automatically populate and be a little bit wider than that. Let's see. If we sell off from here, we pull all the way back down, this trade's going to get invalidated, so I would get rid of that limit order there. But that's where I'd like to be in. So I'm going to throw a limit order on there today. What's up, JNRVing? Jordan, yo, what's up? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show. Seeing if we can't get a little bit of motion here. Scalping NQ. I've really been liking scalping NQ, honestly. Burned myself this afternoon for no other reason. That was just 100% self-inflicted. Like I talked about. If you missed that, feel free to go back to the beginning and listen to my my sob story about a lack of self-discipline and not recognizing that I'm not in a good mindset to trade. But scalping NQ's been sweet, man. A lot of trade setups, obviously, right? You're super duper zoomed in. It's paid pretty nicely, especially here for Power Hour. Yeah, this is turning back down. So I'm going to get rid of this, guys. Trade thesis is that we wick up here and then come back down to this middle ground. If we come back down to this middle ground like we are right now, middle of this high volume node, right? We pull one of these. I don't want it. I don't want it. So going to go ahead and get rid of that one for right now because that looks like what we want to do. I'll have to see what happens when we come up here. Might still take it, but maybe a little bit higher, even like the 25s for a move back down to this consolidation. So far, we're still chopping here. So far, we're still chopping. But yeah, I've been enjoying trading NQ, man. Enjoying trading NQ. It's very zoomed in. It's very, very scalpy. I don't know a better way to describe it. Small movements. Yeah, guys, I'm going to look to fade a pop to the upside here into these 20s. I took my limit order off because I think we could get a really aggressive wick on this now that we pulled back and reloaded a little bit. But I am looking for a short back down into this area consolidation that we don't just blast off through all-time highs here. So let's see. We're coming into this area right now that I was looking at for a short. We just tapped it. We didn't fill. I'm going to have some iceberg in here or what's up? Did we trade the 20s? We traded 19 3/4. We're going to trade this out or what? Here we go. Trying it again. Let's see. Again, guys, here's what I'm watching on Bookmap. I'm only going to have a second shot to look at this real quick, so hang on.
Order filled.
I'm going to get short on that right there. That was the 20s trading out. Here's what I was waiting for. Waiting for these set of orders to get filled, potentially come back down and grab some of these back down into the 13s, right around that area of high volume. Stop loss is above this, just in case we do have to pop up here. But if we do, that could be a wick back above the highs. So first trade, $200 worth of risk, short from 23.19. Would have had a 1 point better fill had I left that limit on order on there. But simple, right? Using Bookmap, using order flow to look for some trades. There we go. Nice reaction. Can we get that to continue? Now we got some liquidity down here, all the way down to where my around where my target is. Nice reaction. Not going stop loss to break even just yet. Ooh, buyers back in. Buyers back in. Can we find sellers again? Or are we going to come back through towards these 25s? I'm going to leave this one on. I'm going to leave this bad boy on. Again, I have this populating with a bracket, right? I have my orders getting thrown on with a bracket, $200 worth of risk. I'll move this around, right, as I see fit. We'll move take profit, stop loss. I'm discretionary with these trades, quite discretionary, which is important to note. We come back down to this middle ground sweep below, like into the 10s. I might look to grab this real quick. We push up to the upside. I really don't want to take it off because the 25s are another nice stack of orders there, and I think that could be a final sweep if this isn't it. But I will go stop loss to break even if we start to push lower here. Can we get through these 16.25s where we got some orders right here? Not yet. Not yet. Let's see. I'm staring at Bookmap. I'm sure you guys are chatting it up, but I want to be ready to manage this if we do start to sell off. Again, not looking to hit a home run on anything here. These are going to be small scalp style trades. Start to build a buffer, get stuff started. Take an L. I got multiple more trades to take. I think probably the 3 back-to-back L's is going to be my sweet spot for wrapping it up. Scalping like this. If I hop on and I take straight up 3 L's, I don't think that I'll come back well. I think for the most part, you have to have your upper limits. 2 for some people would be enough, maybe 1, right? But I do allow myself much more trades on this type of approach. But I'd say 3 would put me down $600. That's probably around where I'd want to cap it. If I'm going to be looking for, a similar amount to the upside. But 3 back-to-back L's probably be the upper limit of saying that's going to be enough. Maybe I swap around like I did earlier this morning on a different 50K, right? Watching this, we just tapped the 16s, man. We going to come through this? Are we finding buyers again? So I'm sorry, guys. What I'm saying there is I'll bounce around 50Ks, right? But if I took $600 worth of loss, $500 to $600 worth of loss on any one, that's going to be enough to at least swap it over. And if I take just back-to-back L's, scalping, usually that just is going to mean market conditions are not right or I'm not reading the market well, and you don't need to dig yourself a bigger hole by just continuing to trade into oblivion. Not a bad area to get involved, but I don't know if we can find sellers off this. We shall see. Let's see. Looks like Project X. Do you get a practice account with Top One? Yes, you get a Top One. Excuse me. You get a Project X Top One Futures practice account with any account. What platform you traded on? That was the question. If icebergs was there, what indicator or what would tell you that? So if an order was getting, if we had iceberging going on here, right? What that would typically look like was if we came into this right here, right? Maybe we saw 65 on the book. Usually it's more. It's like, 200 or something. As we started to come into it, right? Instead of filling and price bouncing through it, we would start to see price just hammer into it, a lot of volume being traded, and a continual stack of orders showing on the book. I don't want it to come too far off of this. Breaking to the upside. Yeah. Well, essentially what we would see is a continual stack of orders coming on. Essentially, we're just seeing the tip of the iceberg, which is where the name comes from, iceberging. We're just seeing the tip of the iceberg for whatever market participant wants to get involved, and then more and more orders getting fed on at that price level, right? We can only see resting orders on the book with Bookmap, but that's typically what that would look like. There is an add-on, which I don't run on Bookmap, that gives you alerts for when that starts to happen because it can be identified in a similar way that I just described. But there's a stops being popped, right? That type of an indicator, an add-on, and there is an iceberg add-on. It doesn't tell you ahead of time, right? Because you don't know that it's an iceberg until you get there. Hence the, I think it's a pretty good name for it. Hence the term. But if a level, we come up to an area and it starts to get, maybe I'm looking to trade through that level, right? For example, and we start to have a lot of orders continue to come on the book at that level. That could be a reason for concern, right? You could say, hey, maybe we're going to get held up here. There's a heavy amount of sellers that want to get involved. They're not really showing their full hand. They're going to keep feeding in right here. So we're coming into this these 925s. Unfortunately, didn't get the sell off back down to this middle ground that I wanted right here. We got some uptrend structure. This is looking dicey on the first one. Coming into the 925s. Let's see. Do we fill or do we blast right through to the 30s? There we go. We filled the 925s. Little bit of a reaction. Just looking at the 1 minute. Can we get sellers to step back in? We come right back through these highs. I think we're going right past my stop loss. Right through the 30s and potentially above. Not backing off just yet. Let's see. Let's see. Trade 926s. We'll have to see, chat. We will have to see. But yeah, I forgot about that. Morning session with you guys wasn't terrible on the live. Took a few L's and then came back with a nice W. Widened out for stop loss and take profit on it. Ran it and then let you guys know in Discord when I was closing that one out. Yeah, this bad boy is just going to continue to push. It's tough because my stop is right before an area of liquidity. Maybe that gets held up. Maybe, but this looks like we want to go pop the high. Didn't get a pullback that I wanted in this trade, right? Was looking for in this trade. Popping right to the upside. Wanted to be long over being short. Found the short entry. Unfortunately, got to take the L on it. The buy off the 900s would have been pretty nice. Didn't quite get that one. Here we go. Stop number one. Let's see what we can do from here. Let's see what we can do from here. Took 3 straight losses this morning, too. Yeah. On a comeback. 420 left to break even. Okay, do your thing, man. No sellers whole day. Only one time. So boring. Yep. How long top one takes to process a payout requested on Friday? Congrats. Right now, I know they're not super duper fast. I think they're right around that 4 to 5 day mark. You requested on Friday. If you don't have it in your account on Thursday in Rise, I would definitely be hitting somebody up. But I'd say on the longer end right now, I'd be looking at like Thursday. If you don't, or you're not set up with Rise, I would encourage you to do that ahead of time as well. I would encourage you to do that ahead of time. Rise being the payout processor, the payment processor for top one. I would link your bank account, get set up with Rise. This way, when it hits your Rise account, you can withdraw. When it hit my Rise account, I had to wait until my bank account was approved, whatever the heck that was verified. And that was not top one's deal, but that's Rise's deal. It takes an additional amount of time. Let's see. I really don't have another trade on here unless I just want to fade this right back down, which I do. Tagged out on my stop at 29. I got a feeling this might be a stop in reverse. I'm looking up here. This wouldn't be bad for another short play, but I don't know if I want to fade it again. Yeah, going to sit patient for a minute here. Look at order flow. Just pushing back up to the upside. Really came out of this area consolidation that would have presented some nice opportunities right about the time I started. Missed the long down here. That obviously would have been really nice back above the 13s. I could see a pullback down here, even if we're going to continue the upside. 3:33 p.m. Eastern. We don't have too long until MOC. Let's see what we get, chat. Let's see what we get. What's up, Ralph? Respect for being genuine, man. There's so much BS in this trading space. Yeah, 100%. Joe and everybody else, I'll always tell you guys, right? I repeat that stuff all the time. I'm not the best. I don't have it all figured out. I'm not on all the leaderboards. I don't have some magic strategy where you don't have to do any hard work and you just watch what I do and you make $1 zillion. None of that shit, man. Excuse my language. Just real live trading. All day, every day. Show you what it looks like for me. And I will describe filled liquidity at the 30s now. There's not much until 35s. Do we just blast higher? Right into MOC? I don't think so. I'm going to fade this again, guys. I'm going to fade this again. Call me crazy, but I'm going to fade this bad boy again. Stop above the high. I'm looking for a pullback into this area of high volume. We filled the 30s up here. I'm going to look short on this, see if we can't grab some motion. The 35s, we got some liquidity up above. We could get really wicky if we come up close, but I'm looking at this to be really, there we go. Looking at this to be really close to a wick above that everybody's waiting for, turn back down. Fake everybody out, come back down into this area consolidation, maybe even lower. We could come like really aggressively down here. I'm going to widen out a take profit just for now, but I'll probably grab it on the way down manually with a join bid if we start to sell off. Otherwise, I'm taking another L. If we start to push to the upside, we crack this high. We get down below these lows, I'd go stop loss to break even. Fading all-time highs, chat. That's my play today. Not playing nicely with me again. Played nice with me after the second time I tried it this morning. Caught the reversion on that news pump. Really, really nice play to the downside, but had to take some L's first. 35s. Here we go. All the way up to the 35s to trade these bad boys out. Do we find any sellers here at all above this high, or do we just keep pushing higher? ES is near its high, but not back above. Looks like it's going to be 2 stop outs to start the session. Like I said, I'm going to give myself 3 if I have to. I'd really like to stay in this one because I think we find some sellers here. NQ and ES just filled. Oh, the 41's got some now. Maybe we're going to the 950s. Maybe.
Order filled.
Nope. 2 stop outs. Let's see what else we get, chat. That's probably going to be it for me selling this market. Tried it twice for a nice reversion. Not getting that at all. Blasting through all-time highs. Going to trade out the 950s, it looks like. That's the next level on the chart to the upside. Continuing to look for shorts in this. Not going well for me. So let's see what we get. Let's take a look to the upside. See if we can't get 23 950s. But I don't think I'm going to have a follow-up trade on this. We'll have to see what we get. Just a heads up, Linky rise to my bank account took 2 days. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it took longer for me. It took even longer for me. I bought 2 straight to funded instant accounts times 5. Is it a good idea to trade very small W's for 40 to 50 days, mainly focus on risk management? Mickey B, that completely depends on your strategy, your approach, you know, what you want to do, right? If your goal is to work your way towards payouts in the sim environment, you're comfortable taking on a little bit more risk, you go ahead and do that. If you are looking at, you know, trading slowly towards being considered for payouts and then eventually a live account, you don't want to lose any of your accounts quickly. Yeah, maybe it's trading smaller, right? Maybe it's not trading minis like I am here, down almost a quarter of a risk on the account, right? Just depends. Just depends on your risk structure and, you know, what you're comfortable with. But that's individual to you. Took a long, forgot I was in my practice account, up 1173 on 2 minis. Nice. Nice, nice. Let's see. There's a reversion after sweeping the highs, but not before taking me out. This one's going to be interesting to watch into the afternoon. Pushing all-time highs. Yeah, that was my 2 opportunities at shorts on this bad boy. I don't know that I'm going to push it. Be right back, guys. Right back. Back in action, chat. There's a nice reversion. A little pull back to the high. Let's see. What do you guys think for MOC? You think we're just running to oblivion on this bad boy? You guys think we are just absolutely blasting off on market on close? I'm curious to see what we get. Let's see. Dow flipping bearish on 15-minute. Nice. Nice. I don't know that I can short this again, guys. I tried it twice. before we blasted off like this, I tried it twice, right? Off the 30s into this area here, definitely up here for a little pullback down. This now is really, really big structure to the upside. It's a nice leg up. For this scalping type approach, I like calmer price action. I like movements, you know, within a range. Tends to work a little bit better. If we are trending super aggressively, like I said on the beginning, I'd like longs better than shorts. But found myself in two shorts. So here we go, back down to the 25s. Let's see. Trader Julie K says, Bear, just completed 3K intake profit trader onto funded. Nice. Very nice. Oh, look at the shorts coming in. Look at the shorts coming in, chat. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm probably going to run something into MOC just to have some fun with you guys. We're going to either hit that 3L limit or we're going to get a comeback going. That's my game plan. It's either going to be the $600 L on MOC, or we are going to we're going to have a comeback. So let's see what this market does for the next 5-6 minutes here ahead of that MOC. I'd love for some more of these orders to get taken right back down to this area of high volume here. Oof. What a day here. Excuse me. What a day here, chat. What a day. Yeah, I got short in here with you guys. Took it right here, but stop loss being way wide out here would have actually paid for the larger trade, but can't be mad. Can't be mad at getting the comeback on the morning session. See, we got some liquidity down here into like the 910s. I could look long on this. Could potentially look long on this. Congratulations on being funded. Take a 10K payout. I mean, I wish and I hope you'll take a 10K payout. Wolf, what's going on, man? Appreciate y'all hopping back on. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys, 3:45. We've got about 5 minutes to market on close. MOC orders that traditionally come in. Not traditionally. They come in every day. I think we wick lower first. I think we wick lower. Do I want to short this again? Not really. Not really. We popped to the upside again. I might be dumb enough to try it. But this was looking okay for a long. If we got down to like the 910s into the middle ground, the low end of that little area of consolidation there. Nah, we got a bunch of liquidity down below. Ooh, man. Let's get the poll going in chat. Let's get the poll going in chat. What's up, everybody? You got a bunch of people on here, man. Let's start the poll. You guys think we're headed up or down into MOC? Looking at Bookmap, disregarding the trend, I think we maybe come down here and grab these orders to the downside. We got quite a bit on the book. If we pop to the upside, I think it's straight to the 950s and above. So I don't mind. I might have to try short again, chat. I think I'm gonna go ahead and let me know what you think in the chat. But I'm looking short on this. We pop up to the upside a little bit into this area, like the 927s might give me a little bit better way to structure risk to the outside. We got about 2 minutes left before MOC, so I might give this a shot. Let's see. Dump because I'm long. Up. There's a rat. Hey, don't snitch. My loyalty is always to Team Bear. Okay, yeah, you guys are saying down. What are you guys thinking? Kobe Clark, of course, the shorts come in after your 2 shorts. Else, yeah. Of course. All right, that's of course. Bear. Okay, let's see. I'm looking short on this. I want to see if we get a little bit more of a pop up. Give me a little bit better way to structure risk on this before MOC, but I think we come through to the downside first. Let's see. Got about a minute and a half. Thought we might go grab those 927s first. Still looking short if we get a little pop out of this, a little bit of a pop out of this consolidation. Just give me a little bit better entry price and a little bit wider of a stop loss to survive just a little bit of a push up. There we go.
Order filled.
I'm going to run this short, guys. I'm going to run this short. Take me to the promised land, NQ, or take me straight to 3 Ls. That's going to be it. I'm going to look for a sweep down below this level here, right down into this area of high volume. Coming into MOC, but looks like it might be a third stop, and then we'll just run some duck races. 10 seconds to MOC, guys. Traditionally, we get some volatility that comes in here. It's either usually a pop or a dump. I took it. Ooh, we did get a dump. I took it on the 23s. Oh my gosh, man, that was a gnarly wick to the downside. Didn't come through that liquidity. Can we get some follow through? I'm not going stop to break even on this. Take me out or take me to the promised land, one or the other. Nope, it's going to be a reversion right back up. A lot of volatility, initial selling pressure, but it looks like we're going to want to go and run the highs. No stop to break even. Showed me $200 worth of green and then a pop back up. Here's what I was shooting for, chat, all the way through this liquidity. We sold through some of it and we did not continue. 3 L's to finish out my absolutely trash day of trading. Absolute garbage. The morning wasn't bad. Some L's to start it. Finishing, coming all the way back from red to green. Buried accounts after garbage afternoon outside of the charts, and then finishing up just with straight L's. So, guess what we're going to do now, chat? We're going to run some duck races. Maybe somebody will win an account. MOC is market on close. I see somebody said that. Let me go ahead and get the form ready for you guys. Hang tight. This is going to be for a 25K Elite Challenge account with Top 1 futures. That's what we got rolling today. Today is the 12th. Let me get this form ready to get rolling. Remember, guys, 1 per person. Only fill out 1 form per person. Don't fill out 47. You have to be on here to claim it. Just watching this market climb back up. You got to be on here to claim it. If you leave and you win, you don't win. Let me go ahead and get this ready. Nice. form is live in the chat, in YouTube, and Kick. Go ahead and get that one filled out if you are on X hanging out, watching me just get absolutely cooked for Power Hour. Thanks for being here. If you want to participate in the duck race for some Top 1 Futures accounts, go ahead and hop over to Kick, hop over to YouTube. You can like and subscribe while you're there if you want to. But the form is live in chat. Go ahead and get that one filled out, and we will get the duck race rolling. I'm gonna give you guys about 5 minutes. Let's get this rolling quick. We got responses rolling in. We got the ducks getting ready to get lined up. Let's see. Get the list of names. And while we're hanging out waiting for the duck race, if you want to check out Top 1 Futures, the link is pinned in both chats. Code RDF gets you 55% off all accounts. That deal is ending on Thursday. Be more than happy to get you guys the best deal. We got responses rolling in. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Get the forms filled out. And we're going to run some ducks. Let's see. Just adding in some names here. Who's going to take the W today? Nice. I see a bunch of y'all are filling the form out. Appreciate you guys being here as always. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Not a great trading day for me, but I put a bow on it with this session, man. 3 L's. Not terrible trades. Into MOC is always fun to run. Could have got the follow through and take me back to the promised land on that one, but not today. Definitely not today. Let's go, guys. Get that form filled out. I'll give you about another 2 minutes. Another 2 minutes to get the form filled out. I will throw it in chat again. Here we go, guys. This is for 25K Elite Challenge accounts with Top 1 Futures. What's the Discord channel? Let's get the Discord channel in there. If you guys don't know, I run a 100% free trading community. Not a VIP feeder program, not a course, none of that fun stuff. I run all that free. I'll throw that in the Kick as well. Zach, I could check out the website, but do you know if I can copy trade challenge accounts? Yes, you can copy trade challenge accounts from Top 1. I think you can copy trade 5 of them. Let's take a look together. I think, Mr. Kobe. Oh, no, 3. Excuse me. I almost messed that up. 3. You can copy trade 3 Elite Challenge accounts, Kobe. Same as the instant funded. You can copy trade 3 of those bad boys. Let's see. Stream is pretty uplifting. Hey, listen, I tried, man. Today, I don't know that I was too uplifting today, Money Reaper. I tried, but Had to come on here and be transparent. If I got to take L's, I got to take L's, but that's part of it, man. That's part of trading. I've been here long enough to know that the ebbs and flows come, right? If you can't take L's, this is the wrong game for you. You know, if you can't take losses, man, trading's going to be tough. Trading's going to be really tough. Love your streams, bro. Honestly, uplifts my mood when I join your streams. I appreciate you guys because I don't think I was being that uplifting today. So I really appreciate you saying that. Sheesh, I caught that pump. Nice. Nice. What do we do here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Quick dump and then right back up. I wanted to see a sweep below this level. Almost on another day. Not today. It was long. The answer was long there today, guys. Let's see. Let's go. Stream is pretty uplifting. No, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. I think usually I'm pretty, I'm a little bit more motivational than I am today, but not a particularly great day from a trading perspective. And if you were on here earlier, I was sharing that had some heavy stuff today off the charts, man. Not as heavy as some other people, right? That were grieving loss of family members, but going to more than one funeral in a couple days is a little bit rough, dude. A little bit rough. I don't care how much of a tough guy you are. All right. Let's see, guys. We got a whole bunch of responses. I'm going to give you guys another 60 seconds. Get the form filled out. Get the forms filled out. Trader 852 with hella ducks. Everybody win. Awesome. Thanks, brother. You know it. You guys know it. Let's see. I can take losses. I can't take price tagging my stop first and then blasting past my target. Triggered. Oh, yeah. Really good vibes. I always come here as opposed to Top Step TV. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I used to be on Top Step TV quite a bit, for those of you that don't know. I traded every segment on there, from Fast Markets to Power Hour. I was a regular for Power Hour on Top Step TV. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hopping on. Thank you. We got a bunch of people on again. I'm looking at the total count, 161 right now. Y'all are awesome. It's growing every day. Crazy how many people we got on here. I really appreciate you guys hopping on. Everybody that hops on, I genuinely am grateful for you. You could be anywhere else. To be hanging out with me, finishing out the trading day, I appreciate you guys. I really do. For the boys and girls on X, I'm going to stop doing this eventually. But I'm going to throw the Kick and YouTube link. Here you go. If you want to come and hang out on Kick or YouTube, there are both of the links. You can get access to the giveaways that we're about to run, the duck races, and not just have to watch them. All right, guys, I said 60 seconds. We're done. Forms filled out. If you didn't get it filled out now, you're cooked. Let's see. All right. We're done. You're done. Chat. We have 52 ducks on the line. Get the ducks in the chat. Get them ready to go. Not a whole bunch of responses, so you guys have a 1 in 52 chance right now. 52 ducks on the line. Should we make this full screen? Let's go ahead and make this full screen. Hang on. Get rid of that top banner for a minute. 2 minutes on the clock. Chat. This is for... What is Kick? I'm a dinosaur. Kick is another streaming platform. For you guys that are on YouTube, if you want lower latency and no ads, I will give you the Kick link right here. Free as well. There is options to sub and do stuff like that, but you don't have to do anything. Free means free. All right. Here we go. We got mad ducks in the chat. Duck run. Run them. Kick the kick. All right. Let's go, guys. 2 minutes on the board. Remember, you got to be on here to claim it. Yesterday, we finished our Power Hour, and I had to run 3 races because you guys just dipped out. Nobody wanted to claim their W. Top 1 Futures stops trading at 4:10 p.m. Eastern. That is the end of trading. Let's go. We're about to hear market closed. Let's go, guys. Here we go. The ducks are off. Let's see who is the W for this one. Somebody's going to get funded with a 25K Elite Challenge account from Top 1 Futures. Good luck to everybody. Remember, if you don't win today, you could probably win tomorrow or the next day or the day after that. You could subscribe to YouTube. You could hit follow on Kick. You could hop in the free Discord. I'm going to post that again in the main chat right now because a bunch of y'all were asking for the Discord link. Here we go. Where's my Discord link? There it is for you guys in Kick and y'all on YouTube. All right, guys. We got about a minute left. Vivek up front. Alex P. Julie G. Freeze X. I don't know how to pronounce that, but the Donald Trump-looking ass duck. Kirk A. Kim E. down on the bottom. Daniel L. Looks like Julie's got the lead. Vivek in second. Donald Trump duck in third. Kim E. making a come from behind. We got the graduation duck, Michael, coming to the front. All the way to the front to first place. Jordan T up front. Jason M. Oh, we're really jockeying around, guys. I don't know. Not that many ducks hit their stop loss today. Dowd up front. Alan A. Varun P down on the bottom here. Let's go, guys. 25 seconds. Who's going to take it into the finish line? Alex. Alex out front now. Boween. I'm sorry. I can't pronounce any of your guys' names. The crazy Mohawk duck. Are we going to have a come from behind W? Luca S looking strong. Eddie S coming out of nowhere down on the bottom. Eddie S, he's kind of behind my face. I don't know if you guys can see him. Oh. Eddie S with the come from behind W. We had a lot of ducks looking strong there into the finish. If you guys didn't win, remember, we're not done with the duck races. We're running them nonstop. But first, Eddie S. Let's see what your name is. What your name is on YouTube. Hang on, because I asked you guys. Eddie S, are you here? Oh, it's Money Reaper. What? Wait a minute. That's who it is, right? Where are you at? Where are you at, my man? I know you're on here. Come on, Eddie. All right, with the duck noises. Okay, with the duck noises. Hang on. Oh, my God. Hang on, everybody. Eddie, are you here? My brother. There he is. He got the W, and he's got the #1 crown. Everybody give Eddie a congrats. I appreciate you guys for hopping on. We're going to run one today, guys. I'm going to be running a whole bunch more this week. I've been giving these accounts out like candy. We're going to continue to do so. Eddie's here to claim it. Congratulations, Eddie. Guys, if you didn't win, remember, this deal is ending on Thursday. I'm not saying you have to do anything. Do whatever you want to do. This is going away. Someone asked earlier on chat, I can't remember if it was this stream or someone else, if the anytime payouts is going to come back, what the next deal is going to be. I think this is going to drop off, and I don't think we see as aggressive or even a more aggressive deal until like Black Friday, Christmas. That's when, you know, most of these companies usually get hyped up and run everything. If you want to check it out, I'm going to throw this in here. I've been trying to get better with links in the chat because everybody asks me 47 times. We got more people on here hanging out, and the links get buried. So 55% off Top 1 Futures. The link is there in the chat. Code RDF gets you the deal. Better than the Discord, better than the email, better than the website, better than anywhere else. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do is financial advice. Trading's risky. Most traders do lose money. Do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts. And the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says, I stand to make money from links and codes in my content like Top 1 Futures. What I'm showing and talking about here can't be unbiased if I stand to make money. Important for me to be transparent about that, just like my trading, and to tell you guys so you can make your own decisions. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of the trading day. You don't have my Discord link? It's right above. Here we go, guys. Look, Discord link. People still ask me for the Discord link. This is why I posted so many times. There you go, brother. 100% free trading Discord. Link is right there for you. Just want to thank you, Zach. Like to thank my mom and my wife and my family, etc. Thank you to all. He's hyped up, people. Got the W. I'll be reaching out to you after this one, man. We'll get you the 25K elite challenge account, something light. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for being here. I will see you tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of the evening. Talk to you guys soon.